Good morning and welcome to a special edition of Growth Talk Radio Show. I'm your host, Duvalier Malone, and I have with me today Benny Hubbard, a candidate for the 59th District here in Rankin County. Mr. Hubbard, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for coming on. First of all, I want to ask you, what's on the top of your agenda here for the 59th District?
Well, the 59th District, the things I've been running on, first of all, is education, of course. We have strong public schools here, a very strong school district here in Rankin County, and people move to Rankin County for their schools. Second thing is, we have great, economics here. People, we got businesses that move to Rankin County. We got good economics. The meaning, average household is $71,000 per household. So, and the third thing, of course, is crime rate is less than 2%, as well as unemployment is less than 2%. I ran because, by being the president of the Rankin County Chamber and being involved in other organizations around in the county and around in my district, and my business in the district, I want to make sure those things are valued and protected, make sure that we continue to strive to make sure that we have the best and continue to have the best in this district.
Awesome. In researching for today's interview, I noticed that you have a strong business background. You've been a businessman for many years. And so in having that business background, what are going to be your plans to bring economic growth to your district?
From the state level, when the chamber and the county level, or the level that we're in now, we go out and we recruit those businesses. But we have to make sure that we have to have the right tax base, to have the right set of, the right mix for a business to come. It already exists here, but I just want to make sure from the state level that I can look back in this district and say, hey, there's a business that need to move. It may not be a big manufacturing because we don't have the room for it, but maybe the retail that we currently have or some other business that we can say, hey, this is the model that we have in Rankin County. You may want to look at Rankin County. Or the business that's looking from here, they're going to look at what type of education that you have here, and we can show them that we got this type of education. These kids are training this. We got colleges right here in town, Phoenix University, that are training these. Hines Community College that are training these on these special skills. That if you want to bring your business here, in this district especially, we have the skill level for it, because that's what we've been. We train these kids that go on past high school. We try to get the high schools to get kids in high schools to see, hey, you need to go to college to get this skill. If you don't go get your 4-year degree, get this skill.
Right. And let me ask you this: when it comes to charter schools in the state, that's been a big pressing issue here in the state of Mississippi. What are your takes on charter schools?
Well, my take on charter schools is this, and it's very simple. I'm probably the only candidate in this race that's not afraid to speak out against charter schools. I'm not a big proponent of charter schools for the simple reason that, we got great, strong public schools. Now, we may have some failing school districts, but in the same sense, and all that, charter schools not going to change that. Parents involvement change schools, not charter schools. Charter schools not the magic answer. Charter schools only going to serve 2 to 5% of the kids in Mississippi, if that many. And then there's the fact that charter schools may turn away some kids. So what's the use of having something that's going to turn away something that you're supposed to be fixing? It don't make sense. I don't know if it can get to where it's a big recruiting tool and you get your favorite athletes at this certain school because it's a charter school, and we don't want that here, of course. And so our public schools are pretty strong. It's just that they need the right funds and the right education, and the right funds to make the education for the kids, because the teachers have to have those too. Teachers in this district do a little bit more than some other teachers, because if you look in Rankin County and parts of this district is in Rankin County, if you look at here, they have more teachers with certified national board certifications. They have more teachers who did college with that knowledge about how to do a research, and they're already ahead of most of the kids in college because they're used to doing research. They're used to meeting deadlines, so they're successful, and they can be successful in life with that. So public school actually really works, and I'm a big proponent of public school. I married a public school teacher, so I'm a very big proponent of public schools. I understand that the pains they have. Every year she starts out, she always complains about they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, why not? Why is the state not making sure that they're supposed to be fully funded, but why are they not doing it? Why do we have to come out of our pocket to buy stuff for a classroom? And that's the end. So I really believe in the public school system. I'm a proponent of public school. My wife's a public school teacher. My kids graduate public school, and I'll put them against anybody in any charter school anywhere. So, and charter schools, I'm not fully, adept on charter schools, because I read a lot of stuff on charter schools, and it looks more like the charter schools has an association that puts a lot of funds into the areas, into certain legislators, to certain people. You know, so is it about the funds or more about educating our children? So, you know, you gotta, you know, people need to understand that. Look at that, you know, you're gonna serve 2 to 5% of the children. What about the other 95 to 98% of them that you're not serving? You know, and that's what are they gonna do? Or when you take the brightest and the best out of a school and take them up to a charter school, and what about the other kids that are left behind? You know, what do we do with them? So, you know, there's a lot of stuff not answered about charter schools, and I don't think that they've done a full research on charter schools. And, you know, they may have worked a little bit, maybe in Florida, maybe just a little bit, but, you know, still a lot of negative, bad press about that, and places like that. You know, look at places with charter schools, they really not as strong as they propose to be. It's not the answer.
Okay. And also, in looking at the 59th district, as you stated throughout the interview, that it's a pretty established district, has a lot of great things going on. And as you know, a candidate, what do you plan to do differently that has been done in the past in order to continue to make the district a success?
My thing is always improve on things. There's, you know, this district is, like I said, pretty strong. We got strong mayors in this district. The mayor's pretty strong, so everything is rolling. We got great economics. What I plan to do different is not a lot more than what we got going on now. Understanding that, you know, we still need to have business come. We still need to have that business base to, you know, offset the taxes on the homeowners and stuff of that nature, so we don't have, you know, the house taxes and all that stuff. So steady help the county or help this district garnish business in here. Make sure that we got the business structure. Make sure that we got the right, you know, sets for, you know, for the business owners to live when they come. So if we build a big business over in this district, they got to have houses, so make sure they got the houses and the house structure. Make sure that they are comfortable with their kids going to a strong school. So, you know, be the salesman for this district. I'm the salesman for this district. I'm going out and make sure that these things are given to others, that they know that they can come to Rankin County and they can come to this district and they can thrive and survive. So that's what I want to give and want to continue to promote. And also, you know, use this district around the state as to other, you know, in the legislative, you know, house over there, and say, hey, you know, look at my district. This is what we're doing. Why don't you try this in your district? So not only, you know, bring people back to my district or bring the best of my district, but try to spread it across the state. But, you know, making sure I take care of the constituents of this district first. But build upon what we already have is what I want to do, and continue to build upon what we have. Just like I said, when I was with the president of the chamber, we went out and recruited businesses. You know, we got to do that. We got to continue to recruit business, because some businesses come in, they go, and some, you know, do this and they go. We're steady expanding here. We're steady building roads that connect to other parts of the county. So that's a great opportunity growth right there for businesses to come in, which helps out all of us on our tax base. So, you know, people understand that when it comes to that.
And also, as we wrap up today's interview, I want to ask you, I know education is a really big component of yours in reading your information there. What do you plan to do to ensure the safety of the students? With recent Sandy Hook, what are your views on that, and what are you going to do to ensure that the students are safe and that their parents will feel safe to keep them in Rankin County School District?
That's a good question. One of the things that we already do, we have police officers in schools. They're in the schools, they patrol throughout the day, they go from elementary to high school, they walk the halls, they're already there. I plan on making sure that we continue that, first of all. There's a Rankin County police, sheriff, and so they have about a 30-second response time when you call, or less. If something's going down anywhere, it's 30 seconds or more than enough. They patrol the whole area the whole day, all the time anyway. I mean, you know, we're not going to put chains on doors to keep bad guys out, because you may chain them in. But the same thing, we got those policemen who are trained professionals that know how to handle situations like that in those schools. They're visible. Those children see that, and they understand that there's a policeman. So they, you know, and parents, when they drive on the campus, they see that, you know, like Northwest Rankin, they see that city of Flowood policeman sitting there in the morning time. So if something does happen, he's there. He's got a response. You know, he's got a radio, and they're monitoring. They're riding around the city and schools at all times. So parents should already feel safe that, you know, that their kids are safe because they got that policeman or the protection. At the same time, you know, every school in the district needs to have an emergency plan. When I was in Iraq, that's what we did. When bombs come in, you got certain things you got to do to make sure that you're safe and to make sure your people are safe. Same things with these schools. If something's set off in one of those schools, they got to have an emergency plan, what they need to do, what the teacher need to get the kids to, how they need to do it, and they need to exercise that. And they may need to practice that from time to time, not to scare kids or alarm them or anything, but just let them know that something happened. But what that does is, if something does happen, that kids already are alert and aware of what to do, as well as those teachers don't just, I caught you by surprise. We got caught by surprise here in Rankin County before with Pearl. You know, it happened here in Pearl, and so we're not immune to it. Even here in Mississippi, it can't happen. So, you know, I just want to make sure that we continue to be safe, and we got a plan already.
Thank you so much.
Want to run for office. I know that I can make a difference. You know, I got the leadership experience. If you look at my dossier, I got the leadership experience as well as experience in managing and working with others. I figure I can go down to the house and work. I'm a command sergeant major in the United States Army, so I got that skill level that, you know, what it takes to get it done, and I'm going to get it done. I don't know much about my opponents. I don't care to know much about them, but I know if you put the skill levels down and my leadership skills down, I think if you look at that and be objective, I think you say Benny Hubbard is the one. He's the best one to go. He's the best one to be elected. So June 8th, please come out and vote for Benny Hubbard, because I think I will make a difference in the House of Representatives for District 59 and try for the state of Mississippi.
As always, we thank you guys for tuning in on today, and we look forward to speaking with you on our next Growth Talk radio show as we address issues that affect you, the citizens of the state of Mississippi, and across the nation. Thank you again for tuning in.